I'm Carol Kelso with Thomasville Today, CNS next, right here in the barn with all the lovely horses and two lovely women with Hearts and Hands for Horses, Susie Shin,
Hi, glad to be here.
Executive Director, and speaking of Executive Director Jacqueline Lawson for Treehouse Advocacy.
Thank you,
Center for
Carol.
Children.
Yes.
Okay, and we'll dig into that in just a little bit more. But what is going on this year is something a little different, but just as wonderful. You're actually combining your two organizations, fundraisers, to raise for funds and support for Hearts and Hands and the Treehouse. So let's get started with Susie. Tell us a little bit about how you came into the combination.
So we came into the combination because, as most people know, we serve people with disabilities. That's kind of what we've been known for a long time. But given the current climate and how sexual abuse and sex crimes have really come to the forefront of people's minds and awareness, we actually started partnering with the Treehouse about a year ago.
So this has been going on for a year. So this has
going on
been
for
in
a
the
year.
planning.
Yes.
Okay,
so we've
excellent.
been grooving and shaking for a year, but actually have started receiving referrals from Treehouse.
Okay.
Yes. Once they have done those first response, then Treehouse is actually working to connect their clients with services post that initial meeting,
All right.
and to hopefully help benefit these kids moving forward. And
All right,
help.
give us a little background. Let's
Okay.
just assume that there's someone out there that has no idea what Hearts and Hands for Horses.
Okay. So we serve people with any kind of disability: physical, cognitive, social, behavioral, emotional.
Just about everybody.
Just about everybody. We run the gamut, but that also includes clients that have suffered some kind of trauma.
Okay.
And so we provide therapeutic horseback riding lessons to those people, with hopefully the benefit to help work towards life skills, any kind of goals, and really help their overall well-being.
Super. I'm going to cut over here then, and let's move to Jacqueline and tell us. I know you've combined this year. We'll talk about the fundraiser in just a minute. So what happens? Give me a front to end, front to back.
Well,
The child comes in.
Yes, so when children visit the Treehouse, it's because there's been an allegation of abuse or neglect, or maybe they've witnessed a violent crime. And so the Treehouse offers a child-friendly, a trauma-centered, trauma-focused environment for those children to give their statements about the abuse or neglect that they've experienced, while working with the team of people from other agencies like law enforcement, Department of Family and Children's Services, the District Attorney's Office,
Teachers?
and
Teachers?
absolutely. So the members in our community really rally together to protect children, and so we step in to provide that first response so that children can be have less trauma
Right.
going throughout the process of an
A
investigation.
safe place.
Absolutely.
Safe people. That's really interesting how y'all have made that connection between the two of you. So this is going to be the first year for a combined fundraiser.
Right. So Susie and I both talked, and we started realizing that we overlap in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
the Treehouse has really been focused over the past couple of years on utilizing resources that already exist in our community. And so Hands and Hearts were one of those resources where they're helping children and adults who've experienced trauma throughout the year. And so our children can come here for equine therapy to help with their emotional trauma that they may have experienced as well.
So they bring the children here, and then let's go from there. What
So-
happens next?
So basically, the children are referred to us.
Okay.
We do an initial evaluation, knowing that they are Treehouse clients, but actually having a conversation with their parents or their caregiver, and discussing what their particular needs and goals are. And from there, we will actually tailor a lesson to how to best benefit them at moving forward, really to promote resiliency and well-being, to help them cope, hopefully, and deal with everything that they have experienced. And really the goal is resiliency is our buzzword this year,
Right.
but really develop that resiliency, really, so they can help and move past this trauma
Right.
and become adults that are well adjusted, and
Right.
and so that's kind of we're hoping to be a part of
Now,
that.
is it just riding lessons? What it all entails?
So primarily it is riding lessons,
Okay.
but a lot of what we do is we will work on self-care, empathy, working with horses, so learning how to groom them, learning to take care of them. A lot of clients, maybe riding doesn't fit, and so we'll tailor, and we have clients that just want to feed the horses,
Okay.
because that is something that they feel passionate about, and
Right.
really learning to take care of an animal.
Right.
Dealing with someone beyond themselves or an animal
Right.
beyond themselves.
Perfect.
So it's everything that we do really is tailored to the needs of the client, and we really try to ensure that we can bring them forward and really help them grow and develop. So
And I'm sure you've seen some great happenings and situations with the children. Can you give us an idea of they've never been around horses, or they're just now learning? What are the advances that you've seen in their character or in their well-being?
Absolutely. Hands and Hearts has been great for our children because the therapy that they receive here can go along with their mental health that they receive with a therapist or a counselor. And so they're able to utilize experiences here at the farm in their therapy sessions to continue them on their journey toward healing. So it's really been a fabulous partnership.
It's a great fit.
Right.
It really is hand in glove. And I like what Susie says about getting them outside of their own world and being empathic with, in this case, the horses.
Absolutely.
Super. All right. Now the brass tacks. When is it?
So our fundraiser will be Saturday, October 14th from 2 to 7 out here at the farm.
2 to 7, right out here.
Yes.
How do we find it? Do we need tickets? Does it cost? How do we find out about this?
Sponsorship opportunities and tickets are available on Eventbrite. And then we also have an event page on the Treehouse Children's Advocacy Center social media, Hands and Hearts social media, Facebook, Instagram, all the things.
So you've hit us up pretty well. So there's no excuse for not being here.
Right, absolutely.
Okay. How about old school? Is there a phone number we can call? It's on the website?
Yes, you can call either Treehouse Advocacy Center or Hands and Hearts for Horses, or email.
Is there a deadline?
There is no deadline.
Okay.
We will be taking people all the way
to
up
the door.
Up to the
Okay.
door. We welcome
Perfect.
everyone. We can accommodate up to 300 people out here.
We love it, and that's kind of Thomasville's heartbeat. Is like, well, let's just go up to
I
the
know. Out to
As
the
you
last
know from-
minute.
Okay, all right. Is there a surcharge for being late?
No,
Okay.
not
Super.
at all. You have to eat and drink a little bit more to catch up with
Okay.
everybody.
Now from 2 to 7, what's gonna happen?
Now, we want everybody to come in their football best, so to support their favorite team spirit. And so we'll be
I didn't know
giving
about that.
a couple of awards. So we'll have an MVP, so a most valuable player, of course. We'll have a most spirited award, and then a best decorated tent.
Wow.
So the Treehouse's Farm to Fork dinner has met Hands and Hearts tailgate party. And so that's where we're throwing in the football component. So we want to bring that spirit out here to the farm and enjoy everybody's company on October 14th.
What a great combination. What a great, and that's our community. That's who the two of you are, representing our community and all the great things that Hearts and Hands stands for and the Treehouse stands for. And we hope to see you there October 14th on Saturday, right here, 2 to 7. Thanks so much for watching. You never know what great things are happening in the community, but we always know it will be good.